All right, we are live for BRL Split 2, Round 3 at the Shanghai International Circuit. I am your streamer and commentator, Deer Hunter, as qualifying is already under the way, but here we go. There's the sound. I was waiting for it to come through. Beef Baby has had some problems. I think you've got to get him back into the party, but you can already see the runners starting here. Oh, I've got to start a party first. Wow. Incredibly embarrassing. But there we go. I had to start a party. That's what I was wondering why my name was at the top right of the screen. But we are live here, like I said, for round 3. And it should be interesting. Definitely after Bahrain, we saw some mixed strategies. And definitely after performing in the Split 1 race the other day, I noticed that differing strategies is going to be a key and a must to this race. But as I say that, we're on board with McFace facing the Renault. Had some decent speed in practice. I'm sure he's going to be looking for just a little bit more to get a little bit more out of the car, but it should be a pretty well day for the Renault drivers. And I believe I'm going to be the sole commentator tonight, so RIP my voice, as that is going to be painful, but I am working on getting all the posts and all that stuff to Facebook, all that good stuff up for you, the viewers. Very solid looking at Renault, and I'll tell you what, the Constructors' Battle is going to be so close this season. We have, I believe, 3 teams within about 5 points at the top of the chart. We've got 3 teams tied from like 4th to 6th, and then it's even close at the bottom of the pecking order. So it's going to be absolutely incredible to see the Constructors' Championship play out this season. As I'm finishing up, posting all the lovely posts and all that stuff to Facebook and all that stuff. We're on board with McFace. It's got really loose coming out of that final quarter. It's going to be P2, but Cheesy after P1. Slingshot now P2. Excellent run by Slingshot. Go Fast goes up to P1. The return of Go Fast. He's filling in for another. Actually, he's taken the racing point full time now that we had a driver jump out of the lead. Go Fast is taking his seat, but oh my gosh, that is so close at the top of the sheet there already. Let's see if we can go on board. Whiffy Winner, he will be going full time into Rage's seat starting next week. Rage will be moving up to Split 1. This will be his final race in Split 2, but Whiffy Winner just doing a little bit of help subbing for Nug Life while he's away. Whiffy Winner just getting the feel for Split 2 right now before he jumps into Rage's car full time for the remainder of the season starting next week. As the drivers continue to go around, what's Whiffy going to do? P9, not bad for the Williams driver. Is just looking at the time sheets. Etsy has jumped up to P2, Hinchman P3, and I have got to say I am thoroughly surprised because looking at Cheesy, Asbiro Methods jumps up to P1. Well done for the McLaren driver. I've got to say after Cheesy's, we got your local yellow sector 2 and 3. It might be just drivers pulling off to the side. They're going a little slow. Yeah. Drivers getting out of the way of each other, but I've got to say I'm surprised by the McLaren driver. He was pretty good here last season, but he's definitely shown his prowess around the China circuit. And I've got to say, after looking at the practice session speed charts earlier today, I would have told you were crazy to say Cheesy was down in P5 because he was absolutely excelling earlier in practice. To see him down in P5 is definitely a bit of a shocker. See if we can go on board. If anybody else going on a flyer, Ring Rafe is on the flyer in the Racing Point. He struggled this season, had a couple DNFs. Looking to rebound here today at China. Rafe has crashed. Oh my. Oh my, oh my. The Racing Point has crashed on his final corner. Obviously the lap is going to be a mess after that. But wow, as SingScar is only P14. Wow. A bunch of drivers struggling here. Let's go on board with Capone, who is in the Williams. Let's see if he can do anything. Alright, now that I've got all the posts set up, I can solely focus on commentating this qualifying session. Capone goes a little bit wide in the Williams. He's been pretty solid this year. He's been running around the midfield. I'm sure if he can just score a couple points, he'll be pretty happy with that. It's not looking like the most tidiest of laps, but I'm sure if he can just jump around the top 10 here, he'd be pretty happy. And just looking through the field, you can throw a blanket over about P1 to P12 or so, about a little over a second separation. So great to see here in split 2. Capone coming up to the line. It'll be... his lap was invalidated. That's not good to see. Pogs is on a flyer in the Haas. Haas showing some pretty good results so far this season. I'm not sure how it's going to be once Rage moves up to split 1. I'm sure Pogs is going to be really interested to see how Whippy Winner does in this first race here, so we can see what to expect for the rest of the season out of his new teammate. But you saw a driver getting out of the way there, no harm, no foul. But the Haas charging on here through split 1. Let's see what Pogs can do. I know he's been just right on the edge of the top 5 or so speed-wise. He's been around the top 10. So if he can just gain a few solid results, I know he'll be very happy. Pretty tidy lap at the moment. Just looking at the tire compounds drivers on. Go Fast and Lightning on the medium, so very surprised to see those laps. Or no, Lightning not set his lap on the medium. Go Fast is just now going out on the mediums. But continuing on with Pogs here. Good to see Rage, he did his laps on the hards as well. That's very pleasant to see. But Pogs, though, opening up that DRS. He needs to save a little bit of DRS. If you look at that white bar instead of the yellow bar, that's how much he has for the rest of this lap. And it looks like he's going to run out right before he hits the final corner. That's something I noticed in practice. Drivers were struggling with their ERS management. And see, he's already running out, so that's definitely going to hurt his run up the front straightaway. But nonetheless, he's coming up to the line. What will it be? P13. The Haas driver. I think he's going to be a little bit disappointed with that, unfortunately. Oh, Henchman got squeezed out a little bit. I believe he's on his out lap there. Interesting to see. See if we can find anybody that's on a flyer ring race flight possibly. Looks like he's gotten that wing damage fixed. He's coming up to the line. Looks like a pretty good lap here. P2! Where did that come from? Ringgrave, who has struggled all season, puts it up there in the P2 in qualifying on the mediums. Wow. Very good to see. And look at that up there at the top. A 33, a 4 flat, a 407, a 65, a 78, an 85, an 88. So close up the top of the field there. Like I said, you can throw a blanket now from about 1st to 13th, 14th, 15th. Oh, as Beat Baby jumps up. No, not Beat Baby. Yeah, it is Beat Baby. No, he was already up there. It was Blue Flag. My apologies. Blue Flag is the driver who jumped up there. He jumps up to P4. Trying to see who else has jumped up there. It's everly changing. I think it was SF1 roads. He jumped. Yes, he did. He jumped up to P10. Not bad for the McLaren driver after having a couple tough races. But he can absolutely throw a blanket from about first to 16th. That is so cool to see as the admin of this split, to see how close the times are and seeing it with different tire compounds as well. But let's go on board McFace Taste. He struggled a little bit the early part of the quali session. Let's see if he can change his fortune a little bit. And we're getting a report from St. Star. His car feels really unstable. Didn't say it's very uncommon. Oh, it's Cheesy's up there in the P1. That's a 32.4. Yep, that's definitely what you'd expect to see out of Cheese right there. McFace Taste will come into the pits. He will abandon the lap. Say no Gwenna. Let's see, Hinchman appears he's on a fire. He was very quick in practice. I could see Hinchman possibly being a spoiler here. He's on the soft compound tires. He goes a little bit wide coming out of that corner. That's going to stretch some speed. As long as he can save some ERS here, he might have a crack at a very good qualifying lap here. Like I said, drivers have been struggling with that ERS management. A lot of them struggling right here in the short chute between the penultimate corner and the final corner, and it's hurting them on the run up to the line. But Hinchman on a very good lap here in their Mercedes. What will it be as he comes to the line? P2! P2 for the Mercedes driver. I told you, he could be a sleeper to count on, but he's got to hustle it real quickly back to the pits so he can chuck on a new set of tires. Beat Baby appears to be on a good lap here. What can he do in the Red Bull? P2, good job. 32.8 on the medium. Methods off the track a little bit, I believe, letting some drivers by. Let's see if GoPass on a good lap. He had a pretty good lap at the beginning of the qualifying session. The track evolution has shown it up there, and he's up 5.5 tenths in the Force India just in the second sector alone. At the rate he's going, he's going to jump up at least to the second row of the grid, if not more. But the thing is, I don't know if he's going to have enough time after he gets done with this lap to be able to come in and do another time. I don't think he'd have enough time to do so. So he is really hustling here, trying to get all he can out of this car. At the rate he's going, he might have a shot at P2. He has plenty of ERS here. One thing he's been doing well is managing that ERS. He's about to come past the final corner, a very tidy, very good. That's it. What will it be? Will it be pole? No, it's P2 in the racing point. Wow. He gave a valiant effort. I've got to give it to him, but great job out of GoFast. It's been, I believe, at least a year since he's been competitive league racing, and he's up there in P2. Very well done in the racing point. And on the medium compound tire, same with Beat Baby. You see drivers. Etsy is up by 3/10. Oh, he had to abandon the lap. He got caught in lap traffic. That's something that's very hard here, where you have these, we don't have a full grid disabled, we got nearly a full grid, it's such a narrow circuit here in China, is you get so many people congested trying to do lap times. He was up by 3/10 and just had to abandon the lap. Trying to see if we can get him right here. Mitch improves by 3/10. Let's see if he'll do another lap here. It'll be determined by what I don't think he will, based off the ERS, but he'll jump up to P14. So he's a little bit disappointed in that lap, but let's see what he can do in the race. Pogs is up by 3.5 tenths. Let's see if the Haas driver can maybe crack it inside the top 10. He is on the soft compound tire. It looks like he's having a lot of trouble with understeer. You know, a lot of the drivers were trying to figure out how to compensate for the tire wear with the change in, not making the tire wear so bad, but also trying to keep a little bit of a loose setup because you get so much understeer if you try to adjust the rear anti-roll bar and stuff like that. You've got to compensate it somehow with the differential with the front wing. So let's see what he can do here. He's going to use up that ERS. He's having the same problem he had earlier, where he's out of the ERS before he even gets to the penultimate corner. Wow. It's going to hurt him for the next 20 seconds or so, 15 seconds. But he's going to charge up, heading up to the final corners. Let's see if he can do anything coming up to the line. Can he improve on the 35 flat? Yes, sir, he can. P13 for the hot show, right behind his teammate. A lot of drivers about to go out on out laps now. A lot of drivers about to do their flying laps. Slingshot is already retired. He'll stay in P16. A bit of a shocker. I figured after that lap earlier in the day he'd be a little bit encouraged to try to find a little bit more, but I think he'll take the tires he gets, get on a fresh set of rubber, and see how he does. But on board with Hinchman, a lot of drivers about to start their flying laps as the clock starts to time down. When you get down to this close to the end of the session, a bunch of people want to go out there. A bunch of people think they can have a crack at pole or the second, third, fourth row of the grid, just a few more spots. It's going to get really hairy. You're going to have a bunch of drivers trying to go for a little amount of space. And you see the drivers about to start their laps. I don't know if anybody... Oh, it's Cheesy. What's happened to Cheesy? I believe he's just letting people by here. He's been disqualified! Our provisional pole sitter at the moment has been disqualified because he stopped on the racetrack trying to let people through. Oh my gosh. Cheesy, who was our pole sitter, has been disqualified, making his lap void. Wow, oh wow, as Go Fast retired from the session. He's now P2, saying his lap is done. We're on board with a ring wraith. Flying laps do count. Beat Baby currently P3, Etia P6, Lightner not P9 currently, Mitch P14, Capone P16, but this all can change. On board with ring wraith, trying to see if there's anybody else closer towards the end of their lap. Blue flags on the flyer, Methods on the flyer, Rangers up to P2 on the mediums. We got blue flag on the flyer, Whippy Winners on the flyer, McFaceface on the flyer, SF1 Rhodes on the flyer, Pog's trying to get break into the top 10. Could Hinchman have a crack at pole? Methods, his son, trying to get up there on the second row of the grid. Can he do it? But drivers coming to the line. You got the Ferrari, a blue flag coming around the final corner. If he gets up into the top 5, I know he'll be ecstatic. What will it be? At the line, P5 for blue flag. Right from the racing forward, he's abandoned the lap. He said he can't go any quicker. Trying to go on board with Hinchman, he's abandoned the lap. He got caught in traffic. I don't think he can go quicker. That's important. Rhodes, he's 2.5 tenths up in the McLaren, trying to break into the top 10 here. He's got a little bit of traffic. I believe he's behind SingStar. See what SingStar can do at the line. It's a very good lap. P10, and SF1 Rhodes will beat him just barely and go up into P10. Wow! What a phenomenal qualifying session. What a way to end the race. And heartbreak for Cheesy. He was the provisional pole sitter. He would have gotten pole. A Whippy winner up there in P1. Wow. I didn't even notice that. He must have done it right at the end of the session. Wow. I need to catch my breath there. Cheesy. He would have gotten home if he wouldn't have stopped on the road track. I mean, I understand courtesy trying to let people through, but he would have had pole. But Whippy winner, making his first start in the league since last season, he is on pole in the Williams. If you would have told me a Williams on pole at the beginning of the weekend, I would have told you you're absolutely nuts. But here is your qualifying order. You've got Whippy in P1, Wraith P2, and just look how close that is. From about P2 to P7, that's literally 2 tenths. It's so close. And so many different strategies. You got the front 2 on the softs. You got 3rd through 5th on the mediums. Rage, Go Fast in there, Beat Baby. You got Blue Flag, Hinchman, Methods all there on the softs. Etia, SF1 Row starting in the top 10. SingStar starting P11 on the mediums. Lightning Not 12, Face Taste, and more starting on the softs. It's going to be an absolutely fantastic race today, ladies and gentlemen. It looks like to be a little bit of a cloudy race here, but the driver's just preparing mentally. It is one of the key things about being a sim racer is about preparing your mind mentally before the race begins. It is so crucial to have a positive mindset heading into these races, because if you start from the get-go with a negative mindset about the race that you have today, it costs you 3 or 4 tenths at least a lap just by doing so. Believe me, I know so. But the drivers have been instructed do not start until the admin Mitch has decided to start, so that might be a moment. And as I see the counter's gone up to 21, let's hope we can get that to around 35 again this week. But be sure, everyone listening and watching, be sure to check out our affiliates. If it weren't for them, we wouldn't be able to provide you with some absolutely amazing coverage like we can. Be sure to check out Gamer Grind Co. I'm not a coffee lover, but I love Gamer Grind Co.'s coffee. That is one of the coffees that I can drink. I mean, it's just that good. And believe me, I'm not a coffee lover, but Gamer Grind Co., they do such a good job with their coffee that I absolutely love it. Rogue Energy. If y'all know me, I love, energy drinks, and Rogue Energy it's so good. It quenches your thirst like no other, whether it be after a league race or just some casual gaming. Nice to sip on. Go check them out. They've got some good discounts. Into the AM, if you're a guy like me who loves snapback hats, loves cool designs on your shirts, Into the AM has the most incredible and fashion wear. It comes to just glorious designs on hats, shirts, hoodies, pants, sweatshirts. It's so amazing. Be sure to check them out. And also check out Vertigear. If you're a guy like me who doesn't have the best of backs, but you want to stay comfy, be sure to check out Vertigear. You can use the discount code for any of these sites, any of these people, BRL Esports or Breakout Racing League, and get 10% off or even 15% off, depending on what you buy. But like I said, Vertigear, if you're a guy like me or a person like me who doesn't have a great back, they are so comfy. Vertigear, they have the most amazing chairs, whether it be for the office setting or for the gaming setting or racing setting. They have such amazing chairs, so comfy. So they're so nice to sit in while enjoying a nice cup of Gamer Grind Co. or having a nice swig at some Rogue Energy. And Revs, I finally got my co-commentator. Adam is not in this week, but Revs, be sure to check mark the box there. All right, as Revs is getting in the lobby, like I said earlier, developing stories. Cheesy Train was disqualified from the session as he had pole. So our provisional pole sitter got knocked down to last because he got disqualified, making Whiffy winner, who's making his first start this season since last season, on pole today, as the drivers are about to start their formation lap. Let's hope it's a little bit cleaner than last week. And as trying to get Revs in here. I might have to ask Mitch to do so because he has it on invite only. So a little bit of problems here. Not too much bad, but all right, he should be getting you in momentarily. Are you in yet, Revs? Alright, so we're trying to let... Alright, invite... Alright. Invite more. Right, yeah, you're right. My bad. Alright, so you should be getting a message. to get in here. Right as we're about to go green. Please tell me you can get in very quickly. All right. The grid is forming up. All right, as Revs resets his at spots, we're about to have the final drivers pull up to the grid, and then we'll get Revs in here. The final drivers, Cheesy training the final driver, forming up to the grid, trying to get those soft compound, or the medium compound tires. Sorry, I'm used to looking at them as they were last year, trying to get them heated up best they can. The grid is formed up for BRL Split 2, Round 3. The lights are about to go out. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Red lights here for BRL Split 2 at China. It's lights out, and away they go. Whitney Winner gets a pretty good start. Go for a Ring-Rafe will get and match him there. You see the Red Bull of Mr. Beat Baby trying to make it 3 wide a little bit cheeky. As we go through turns 1 and 2, such a tough corner to get around. You see the McLaren going a little bit wide on. Pretty good, pretty good. And they'll just tunnel into here. You see the highs going off in the grass a little bit, trying to avoid some carnage. So you see the Renault going around the high side of the Sauber as we've got its car around. It's Ring-Rafe, who started P2 on the grid. He has spun it. Oh my, he had such a hopeful race today. Oh, we've got more action in the back. We're about to go 3 wide, I believe. Go on board. See the Sauber's tussling it out here. Oh, the Renault getting a little bit feisty. It is so close back up through here. What is that? The McLaren of BRL Methods is fine. He had such a great start in this race. Methods and Ring-Rafe have spun it. And they're starting to tunnel in there. Pogs! Pogs hit Capone! Oh my, a bit of carnage in this race unfolding. See a battle for the second spot here. Go Fast hounding Mr. Beat Baby. Top 5 nose to tail here. Who's that? That was Go Fast. Got really loose out of that final corner. He's going to lose 1, 2, possibly 3 spots here. He's got the Toro Rosso about to come behind him. If Lightning or not, he's going to stay chill in P7, who did make a move on Henchman. See him tunneling back into the first few corners. You can throw a blanket over about 9th to 13th or so. The Sauber's really hustling it here today. Cheesy already made up. If you look up the, that's not what I want. Oh, that's not what I want. I want the position change. Cheesy has already made up 7 spots. Mitch already has made up 5. Lightning has gained 5. Edgy has gained 4. And you see the biggest losers, Ring-Rafe obviously losing 14. Methods has had to make a pit stop. He's lost 10. So, a lot of action early on here. Mitch is all over the back of SF1 roads in the McLaren. And if you can, you have to cut here real quick. I gotta try to get it Revs into the party into the lobby very quickly. Is the Sauber maybe making a move on the McLaren? No, he's gonna wait. He's gonna wait there. All right, Revs should be getting an invite back in here now. Oh, the Sauber's thought about going side by side. Cheesy up to P10. He is on a mission. He is on a charge. He is going to be determined to have a shot at the race win. Is he going to make a move on SF1 roads? No, he cannot. He's going to have to play his cards here right. Very loose. Oh, right on the gearbox. All over him. Can he make him move him down into the corner? He's going to take a peek. He's going to wait. Mitch, though. Mitch tried to make it around the high side of Cheesy. Could not do anything about it. He got sink scar all over the back of Mitch. And a possible battle for P3, Oh, we got a 3-car fight for the lead here. We got Whippy with Big Baby and Rage all within half a second. And then if you're not careful, you're going to have the Ferrari of Blue Flag, Go Fast, and the 2 Toro Rossos all over him. But look at this. You got the Red Bull. He's going to go for a move. Rage, will he make it through? The 3 wide! The 3 wide and into the penultimate corner. Oh, hard on the brakes. Whippy winner was the big loser out of that. He goes from P1 down to P3. And Go Fast is pretty close to him. Beat Baby tried to make a look on Whippy winner. He got pushed a little bit wide. Rage is now your new leader. Wow. As Henchman's already made it up to P8. Oh, Beat Baby, is he going to take a look? He's going to go wide. Whippy's all over him if they make a mistake. Oh, Beat Baby, he's going to do an undercut. He's going to do the switchback. Will he make a move heading down into turn 3? Maybe around the high side? No, he will not. Oh, Rage got loose. Rage got loose. He's going to do the switchback. He's done it. Beat Baby up into P1. What a battle. Absolutely incredible. That dies out a bit. We got absolutely incredible action for the back of the points. So you got Hitchman, Sinkstar, Mitch, SF1 Roads, McFaceface. All here. McFaceface dives it up the inside. Hitchman's going to get passed by Mitch. You're double foul heading into the scale section. Oh, Hitchman's got passed by 2 cars. There's going to have McFaceface all over. There's SF1's right there. Oh my gosh, this is going to be absolutely incredible. Will he go for a move? Late lunge. Hitchman tries to block. Only one move round back straightaway. Hitchman, oh, he outbroke himself. He ran into Sinkstar. Hitchman outbroke himself. Sinkstar had to avoid the back end of Mitch. Hitchman drove it in too deep and hit Sinkstar. Now Hitchman's going to dive into the pits. He has to. He has wing damage. But Sinkstar isn't going to be too happy about that. Sinkstar about ran into the back of Mitch. He had to go wide. Henchman was late on the brakes, went even deeper, and hit Sinkstar. Wow. Wow, oh wow. We got another battle for P1 here, though. Oh, they're side by side. Mr. Beat Baby hounding the back of Roach, and you see Whippy's dropped back a little bit. I think he used up his tires at the beginning portion of this race. Maybe trying to pull him off a little bit and say, hey, you two guys fight it out. As he goes for a move, he's going to push him a little bit wide. Rage now down to P2, but he will have DRS. That's the key thing. Rage will have DRS on Beat Baby. Beat Baby is also very low on ERS, while Rage is about 15% more. Let's see what Rage can do about it. Go Fast gets past the Whippy. Even though, and Go Fast will also get the DRS. But Rage all over the back of Beat Baby. Very easy pass. And into the braking zone. Beat Baby might try to do the switch back here or hold it around the high side. Can't do so. Oh, he got loose. He did get loose. Beat Baby going around the inside. Oh, so close. And they're going to go after it again. Rage now back into P1. It's just a ping pong effect, and hiding in the wink is Go Fast. All the while, Cheesy has made his way up to P6. If Cheesy can get on the podium, it'll be driver of the day. Beat Baby and Rage now side by side again. Heading to the braking zone. Can he hold it around the high side? No, he cannot. Oh, Rage got back up, so they're going to go side by side. Left through the left-hand gate. Still side by side. Oh, he has to give it up. He had to give it up. But now Go Fast is all over the back of this battle. Oh my, this is some of the best racing this is some of the best league racing you'll see in general, and this is why BRL is the biggest and best North American hosted league in the world, because of action like this. Go fast all over the back of Rage. He'll go for a move. Rage broke deeper. Oh, so close. Whippy and Lightning are not going to battle here. They're side by side. Yeah, Rage is going to give it up. He had to give it up. Lightning is right around Whippy winner. Go fast all over the back of Beef Baby. Now Jesus up in the P5. Go fast, going for the lead under the turn one. Oh, Beef Baby doesn't want to give it up though. He couldn't do it though. He couldn't. Go fast to the point in the racing point. Cheesy up to P4. Lightning knocked down to P5. Face P6. Whippy winner has pitted. As the top three still fighting, but they got to watch out. Cheesy is only 3 seconds back and closing. Oh, Beat Baby got loose. Real loose. He's going to be all over back and go fast, though. Don't pull out Rage. He's got very good slip trim heading down the back straightaway. He's going to be lucky if he's still within DRS, though, coming out of this final corner. He got a horrible exit to make that 2 seconds now for Cheesy behind him. Beat Baby, for sure, he's got a little bit of DRS. For sure going to try to get around Go Faster. He might be too far back. I believe he is. He'll just wait till the front straightaway as Go Fast has a slight lockup. But Cheesy is closing in. He is less than 2 seconds now from Rage. As Beat Baby trying to close in on Go Fast, giving him the peak, saying, hey, you know, I'm here. Around what I call the carousel. More of a carousel snail section Mitch, but as these get a little bit more strung out, we've got a battle for P6. Mitch in the Sauber trying to attack McFaceface, and the runner McFaceface having a very good run up there in P6. I'm sure if he can sustain that, he'd be very pleasantly happy. SaintScar all over the back of Mitch. SaintScar got, I don't think he got any damage, but he certainly got those tires heated up. And he might try to do what Adam did in the split one races, take those hard compound tires for about lap 20, lap 21, and then take the soft towards the end. That way he can get not only fastest lap, but try to maximize these tires. Because they are only about 10 seconds behind the leader, which isn't too far. We're about to have a 3-car battle for P6 here. Mitch hounding McFaceface. McFaceface has a little bit more ERS, and Mitch has just a little bit more than SaintScar, but it should be inside and down into the corner here. Will SaintScar make a dive on McFaceface? Oh, he took a peek. He took a cheeky little peek. Nothing there, though. Nothing there indeed. SaintScar is... He's been trying to climb his way through the field as well. He's wholeheartedly admitted it heading into this race. This is not one of his best tracks. So I think for SaintScar, if he can just salvage a top 5 to try to maintain that points lead, that'll be a good day's work for him. But he is not relenting up on that Renault's on the attack to the Renault. And McFaceface isn't letting Mitch get out of his sight just yet. Renault not looking too shabby out there. As SaintScar took a peek on McFaceface. Nothing too crazy, just like I said, one of the moves when you jot out to the inside or the outside, right forward corner, saying, hey, you know, I'm here. I'm here. If you make a mistake, I'm ready to pounce. Got a possible battle for P2 here, Brune, as they come along the back straightaway. Beef Baby got a bad exit. The Red Bull's gotten a bad exit. Rage got an even worse exit just on the exit there, but he's going to have DRS. What can the Haas do? Coming down the straightaway. 3 car lengths into the gap. 2 car lengths into the gap. 1 car length into the gap. He's all over the gearbox of the Red Bull heading down into the penultimate corner. He locks him up. They're side by side heading into the short chute. Couldn't do nothing. Could not do anything there. He's going to have a great exit though. Around final corner. McFace gets a 5-second penalty exceeding track limits. But he's going to go around the high side. The Haas taking a look around the Red Bull. Rich Energy versus Red Bull Energy. I know that's not the name, but they're 2 energy drinks. Oh, a little bit of contact. The Red Bull made contact with the Haas. I don't think there's any damage, but it's a little bit feisty out there. These drivers have a little bit of a history from Australia. A little bit of bad blood. That would not surprise me if this continues on the rest of the race. Rage has nothing to lose. He's going to be moving up into split 1 after this race. So he has absolutely nothing to lose with this race, and he can go all out. His best shot's going to head down the straightaway. You can see he's saving up the arrest, saving up. He want to have at least about 35-40% to match a pretty good charge heading down into the straightaway. That way you have enough to match the DRS with a little bit of extra horsepower heading into the braking zone along the slipstream. You're going to get an okay exit. Could have been better. Beefhead got a little bit better exit than him. But he's going to use up the DRS. He's going to use that slipstream. He's going to use that DRS. That Haas a little bit slippier in a straight line, I believe, than the Red Bull. Beefhead tries to defend to the inside. What can the Haas do? Will he go around the high side? Beef Baby cuts him off a little bit, says, no, sir, you ain't getting around me today. Rage, though, has been really good out of this final corner, and he gets another great exit. Will it be close enough? Half a car length is the distance. He's on the gearbox. They're side by side heading into the first corner. Can Rage get him? Oh, still side by side. Oh, they make contact. They make contact. They're still side by side. More contact coming out of the corner. Oh, Rage couldn't do it. But Cheesy is now within DRS and striking range of Rage. This is going to get inside and head down the back straightaway. Oh, more contact. And Cheesy is loving absolutely every second of this. If Cheesy can somehow come back and win this race, it'll be the biggest comeback drive I've seen in BRL history if he can do so. Rage still trying to mount a charge on Beef Baby. He gets so close, but just not able to attack from the Red, just not able to hold the position from the Red Bull. Once again, he's got a little bit less DRS, so he's going to get DRS. The Haas very slippery in a straight line. Let's see if he can do anything out into this corner. I don't think he can. If I was Rage in this position, I'd mind my time and save up a little bit of DRS and wait until you get out of that final corner. That's where he's been best all day long. He's going to dive into the pits. Surely he's going to go into the medium compound or hard compound tires. Several other drivers have already done so. You see SF1 roads, Henchman, Methods, and Wraith all doing the undercut of some of these drivers. And you see Sinkstar already on the hards. Let's see where Rage is going to come out. I'm guessing it's going to be around P7, P8. I'm going to guess it's going to be P8 here. Or no, P7, my bad. It's going to be close between him and Blue Flag. Rage will get it. But we do have a battle for a couple points here. We got a yellow flag in Sector 2. It's Methods. Methods, after such a great start to this day by getting a great qualifying session, is now in last place. Said Whippy trying to close back in on the points he's gotten by his teammate for P9. We've got Mitch and Sinkstar. Sinkstar has gotten around for P4. Sinkstar not doing too bad on them hard compound tires, and he's going to gain, if he can just maintain his pace for the next 8 laps or so, he might have something here at the end on them soft compound tires. Mitch goes very deep into the braking zone, trying to get every last ounce he can out of that Sauber. Yep, he's going to be too far back. He's just going to barely get DRS here. I don't think he's going to do anything down the straight. He's going to gain to about 7 car lengths, 6, maybe about 5 here heading into the braking zone, but still just too far back to do anything. We do have a battle for P6 as B30 is pitting. Ray's trying to get around Slingshot. Slingshot putting up a pretty good effort in P7. He'll be pretty happy if he can just get a point or two today. As Rage goes wide, Slingshot. Don't follow him out there, bud. Don't follow Rage when he's locking up. He's good to follow him when he's on track, but not when he's locking up. We've got yellow flag sector 2. Ezia has gotten around Capone. Lightmere not trying to get around him very quickly here. As McFace chases all over the back of Lightmere, not trying to find the source of the yellow flag. It is Methods again. He has just had a disastrous day after such a promising qualifying session. His day has gone from bad to worse. Yellow flag, sector 2 again, sector 3, I'm assuming it's going to be for Methods. But we do have a pretty cheeky battle here brewing for P11 between Mitch, Lightning, and McFace. Mitch just pitted to go into the hard compound tires. Trying to have the freshest rubber. And Methods is retired, yep. I don't blame him. He's lost his front wing a couple times. Gotten into some incidents. Just not his day today. But yeah, Mitch, Lightning, not McFace. All have already stopped. McFace looks like he's going to try to take them mediums to the end. It can be done, but them tires, he's got to use them now. They're all about to sort of gaggle up here behind Capone and form a bit of a trolley train, as Capone is not pitted yet. I believe he's doing the same strategy as Sinkstar and taking those hard compound tires as far as he can. As Cheesy is now into the pits. Where here will he rejoin? We've got a battle for P. What's the position? I saw a couple cars side by side. It's for P2 here. Effective P2, I believe. Beef Baby has gotten around Go Fast. Go Fast has relinquished the effective P2 here. Now it's going to be P1 once Sinkscar pits, but Cheesy's going to rejoin on track. Just right behind Rage. Not too far off the leaders. So effectively, we have about 4 drivers battling for this win at the moment. Wow. As Whippy is all over the back of blue flag. That Williams driver is just trying to look for a solid top blue flag. He's up there in the points championship trying to get a solid result today as well. Whippy, will he go for a dive into Williams? Yes, he will. Good job, Whippy winner. Done and dusted. Just like I said earlier, Capone was going to have a bit of a gaggle right here. He's holding up. Lightning on and Mitch have gotten around him, but now he's just holding up McFace. He was going to want to get around him quickly and will do so. Good job. McFace goes a little bit wide, but still will to complete the pass. But Cheesy on them fresh hard compound tires. And am I saying this correctly? Is Beef Baby on the softs? Yes, he is. Beef Baby going for the 2-stop strategy. Wow. If he's somehow able to make this work, I give all props to him. But Beef Baby, in my opinion, has probably just thrown away this race with all the amount of drivers in one stop. And yellow flag, sector 3. Oh, it's Pogs! Pogs is spun. He was right outside the top 10, letting all the drivers go through, but he has spun it. Wow. Not a good, as he's retired, wow. We saw a little bit of damage to that front wing there. He has called it quits. He was right outside the points there, trying to look for a little bit more, but just not his day. But Cheesy all over the back of Rage. He knows now if he can go and catch Go Fast, that's going to be for the essential win, because Beef Baby's going to have to pit again. Rage goes a little bit wide. He'll get a pretty good exit as the Sauber just biding his time. Minding his time, waiting until we get to the back straightaway. And by the looks of it, Beef Baby is only gaining about 3/4 of a second on the rest of the guys as Cheesy will get around Rage. Rage, low on ERS here. I wonder if he's just going to try to get him back around the straightaway, or he's saying, no, I'll let you by for a little bit. I know you're a little bit quicker. I'll let you use up those tires. Let's see what he does here. He has a pretty comfortable gap back to Whiffy when they're about 6 seconds behind him. Let's see if Rage tries to close the gap here, if he'll leave everything in low. That looks like what he's doing, just trying to save some ERS, save a bit of the tires, and carry on with his race and get a solid top 5. And we got Mitch and Etsy. Etsy had a pretty good start to this race. He's still inside the points pretty well. I mean, Mitch is looking to take away from that. And Sinkscar is pitting. And he's going to go onto the mediums. Wow, I figured he'd go a little bit further and try to get up there and go to the softs. So he's going to come out right in front of his teammate. Sinkscar up into P6, and the effective leaders are only about 10 seconds in front of him, and he's on the medium compound tire. So I wonder if Sinkscar can have any charge here in the late stages of this race for a possible podium. Got several drivers here. You got Whiffy winner P5, Sinkscar P6, Blue Flag P7, Etsy P8, 9th is Mitch, Labor Not P10, McFace at P11, all within about 4 seconds of each other. Yellow flag, sector 1. Who's at 4? You see the Mercedes tussling a little bit. Might be for Capone, who was coming out of the pits. You see the Mercedes. Slingshot got around Henchman. Very good job by him. But the battle is back. We got a battle for P5 here. We got a battle for P7. My is getting choppy. Oh, they're side by side for P5. Sinkscar trying to go around the, now it's the high side around Whiffy. Then they back to the inside. DRS open. Plenty of ERS to burn here. Look at the back of that Ferrari. Whiffy knows he's done for. Sinkscar on that fresh rubber. Oh, Whiffy went a little bit late on the brakes there. Couldn't do nothing about it. Oh, blue flag went wide. Went really wide here. Now he's going to have Etsy a possible move. No, he couldn't do it. Blue flag. Oh, Etsy got a bump. He got a bump from Mitch. About spun it. A very job well done to hold on to that car without spinning it. They're side by side into the first corner. And now you've got the other Toro Rosso going at it here. You're going to have a double trouble for the Salbert as the Toro Rossos are all over his gearbox. He's going to want that position back. But Beat Baby not getting too far away from Go Fast. He is, by the looks of it, if he can't improve the gap much more, he has turned a possible win into, he's going to fall down to at least P11 by the looks of it at the rate he's going. I just can't believe he did that. Wow. By 2 stopping. Double trouble with the Toro Rosso. Still trying to hound Mitch here. Will likely not try to go for a move on his teammate before he does for a move on Mitch. It's going to be pretty close down into the braking zone. Not too far back from these guys. Get the face taste waiting in the wings. Sinkscar, fastest lap of the race. Move him up into P4's Beat Baby. Is now pitted for that second time. He is going to fall significantly down. The order McFaceface is pitting. Blue flag is already pitted. Beat Baby now in P9. Wow, he's going to have so much work to do just to get back into the top 5. But the way this running order is shuffled out, you got Go Fast in P1, Him the Rage in P2, or Cheesy Train P2, Rage in P3, Sinkscar P4, Whiffy in P5. And we've had a local yellow here trying to see who it's for. You got both the Mercedes still scrapping it out for P11. Get fair play to them guys. They're right outside the points, but if anything happens to a points runner, they are right there ready take full advantage of it. And Lightning not still right behind his teammate, ready if they prepare for a move. And got to give a shout out to Cheesy. He has made it from P18 to P2. I know he's on the hard compound tires, which will take until the end of the race for him to really see the true effects, since he's on a little bit fresher rubber. A valiant effort as the Toro Rossos go to war here. Ezio might be just letting them by here as he sees Beat Baby closing the SC wheel. Ezio, pardon me, just letting his teammate by. Use that slipstream, use that DRS on the straight. It's just a charge on here. Now you're going to Beat Baby close in just slightly a little bit there. We've got a battle here for P12. Hinchman struggled at the beginning part of this race, had some problems, looked like a top 5. Now he's just struggling, trying to get in the points here. Slingshot P11, not too bad after a P8, I believe it was, after last week. Was hoping for some points again this week, but I think he'll be happy in the P11, or if he can just get 1 point here today. And we're not trying to go back and battle with Mitch here for P6. That Beat Baby moves ever closer as Hinchman has gotten around Slingshot. McFacer's gotten around Slingshot as well. Slingshot falling back a little bit here. He was only about a few seconds behind P10. Looks like he won't have anything to do with the points now, as he has 2 drivers separating them. Lightning not still closing in on Mitch. And after his qualifying session, I'm sure Lightning Knot will be very happy with a P6. Or P5 is going to go for a move, head down into the penultimate corner. Hard braking zone. Can he do it? Oh, he made contact. He's pushing right. Oh, more contact. Lightning Knot pushed out Mitch. Mitch, I believe, has a little bit of wing damage. Now the other Toro Rosso of Effie's going to be all over him. He has the Red Bull on behind him. This is going to get exciting, boys. Mitch is not going to be happy about that. We got 4 cars for P6 here. Buffalo Yellow is the one McFaceface, I believe. Oh, he spotted McFaceface and spotted. Endo Reno was trying to get into the points position. He will not do so. Possible look on that too. Oh, a little bit of contact. The front wing just slightly hitting the gearbox of Ezio. No harm, no foul. And Mitch, you know he's going to repay the favor on Lightning. If I was Mitch in this situation, you know, open wheel racing is different from stock car racing. You can't just throw your nose in there and spin the guy out. You can break your wing or get penalties. But if I'm Mitch in this situation, and I've got to look on Lightning not heading down into the hard braking zone at the end of the straightaway, I'm going to push him out wide because show my displeasure. Obviously, you can't throw hand gestures that the other drivers can see, but you're going to voice your displeasure. Beat Baby has successfully gotten around Ezio, who is very low on ERS, won't be able to do nothing about it. But Mitch has plenty of ERS, plenty of slipstream, plenty of DRS. Can he do anything heading down into the braking zone? He closes it down to about 2 car lengths, but no sirree, he can't do nothing. Like we're not just trying to say, he's just trying to get out of there. He's just trying to pull a good old Jeff Gordon bump and run and get the heck out of there. And these two aren't careful. They're going to have Beat Baby all over him here. And the gap between P1 and P2, it's gone down a little bit. Like I said, Cheesy's on a little slightly fresher rubber. The gap was 1.7, it's down to 1.4. So Cheesy maybe saving a little bit of his stuff here. Blue flag has gotten around Edson, who has pitted. Looks like he might be going on softs here, trying to make a run for fastest lap here. And now Hinchman, we were telling you earlier in the race that those Mercedes battling for the last point. Hinchman now in the points paying position. Oh, he got Beat Baby all over the back of Mitch. Mitch has gained on Lightning or not. but he's got to defend from Beef Baby first. But I know Mitch is going to want to get to that gearbox of lightning. And they're closing in on Whippy. He's got about 4 drivers here within about 2.5 seconds from P5 to P8. Mr. Beef Baby is running out of DRS, but he's going to have slipstream. He's going to have DRS. Can Mitch defend at all heading into the braking zone? He's going to try to close in on Lightning or not. Will he go to defend from Beef Baby? Beef Baby takes a look. Not close enough. Good, respectable driving right there. Mitch gets a bad exit. Beef Baby, if he's not careful, he's going to say a good howdy do and get a good exit. Oh, he got a bad exit though. He's going to get DRS, but he got a horrible exit out of that final corner. Can he do anything heading down into the first corner? No, sirree, Bob, he cannot. Mitch still trying to get back at Lightning on here. Mitch is actually on fresher rubber. It looks like he's just struggling a little bit with that ERS and tire management at the moment. But the gap for P1 is down to a second. Go Fast maybe saving a little bit of stuff here. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll get back to that in a second. So we've got an incredible battle for P6 and P7 here. Beef Baby still trying to help Mitch. I do not know why Beef Baby still decided to do the 2-stop. But it is absolutely ruined his race. He's just now trying and praying to get up there in P6, P5 here. As Etsy is back in the points, Beef Baby, will he go for a move? Yes, he will. Oh, they're close. Mitch doesn't want to give it up. Beef Baby trying to hold it around the high side. He couldn't do it. He's going to get DRS. He has no ERS to burn though, so he's got to rely purely on switch from the DRS. Probably not saying thank you very much. I'll just pull away from you guys. They're going to be side by side heading to the penultimate corner though. He has no ERS to use, just DRS. Heading down into the braking zone. Oh, he had to cut it really close there. Mitch back around the high side for P7. Going to have the insider for the final corner. Beef Baby going to have DRS. Oh, he pushed him wide. He pushed him wide. Oh, Mitch trying to go back around the high side. He will go. He gets in the grass. They're side by side into the first corner. Oh, Mitch really doing a little bit of wheel banging. Mitch has to relinquish. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath from covering this race already, but hold the phone. We have a battle for the lead. Battle for the lead, ladies and gentlemen. This is for the win. Go Fast, who is now full-time in the racing point. And what better way to kick off his first race than with a win? Cheesy, hungry for a win. He had a couple of chances last year where he just couldn't quite do it. He's trying to get to victory lane in the Sauber. And as they come across the final corner, they're going to have 5 laps to go. Cheesy on slightly fresher rubber. Go Fast possibly saving up his stuff here, trying to manage the tires here so he can hold off Cheesy on the final few laps. Yellow flag, sector 3. Let's see if we can see who it's for. Look like blue flag maybe had a little bit of a half spin. Mitch had a little bit of a half spin. He'll lose a little bit of time, but he'll still remain in P8 as Beef Baby. Oh, and Nightmare not going to battle the Red Bull, trying to show the Toro Rosso who's boss, and he will so. But back to the battle for the lead. This is what all you viewers want to see. Jesus is going to be very close to Go Fast, but Go Fast is saving up that ERS. He knows that he's going to have to defend once he gets to the back straightaway. Cheesy trying to mount a charge. Go Fast has plenty of ERS to defend. He gets actually a great exit out of that final corner. The gap is 4 car lengths. ERS enabled. The gap is 3 car lengths. 2 car lengths heading into the braking zone. Does he have anything? No, he does not. Go Fast absolutely managing that ERS perfectly. He's using it on the back straightaway. He's using it on the front straightaway. He knows where he needs to defend. Go Fast is a veteran of league racing. Been doing it. I've known him for plenty of years. He knows how to defend when in a tight squeeze. 4 laps to go for round 3 here in China for BRL Split 2. Running out for P5 Whippy winner. Oh, as Big Baby gets a time penalty, that's going to hurt his chances on a top 5, but Whippy winner. He started on pole, but a pretty good race with the driver. His first race, he missed the first few rounds of the season. He's going to be coming back full time now. If he can just hold on to a P5, stay within 3 seconds of Beat Baby as he tries to go around the high side. I'm not sure if he can hold it. Oh, they're still side by side. Now the Toro Rosso Lightning is right there to pounce if anything happens. They're still side by side, but Whippy just needs to stay within 3 seconds here. No, he'll go back to battle. Oh, bit of a wheel bang. Lightning right there to pounce, but we're going to go back to the battle for the lead momentarily as they're about to go down the back straightaway. Go Fast once again perfectly managing the ERS. Cheesy trying to get a good exit. He just is not getting a good exit as Go Fast out of that final corner. He's having to use up a lot of ERS just to stay with him. But he will have DRS here. He has a good amount of DRS. He got 5 car lengths, 4 car lengths, 3 car lengths heading to the braking zone. Still not close enough. And what a rebound by SingStar as well. He started, I believe, on the 9th row of the grid, 8th row of the grid. And he's rebounding, making the hards to mediums work. So, job well done in P3. And if Cheesy and Go Fast get too feisty here, SingStar's only 3 seconds back. He can do something here. If something happens, oh, but we've got Beat Baby and Whippy winner all over each other. And Beat Baby's going to try to pull away here because he knows he has to get a 3-second gap on the Williams to be able to hold on to that spot. But Cheesy and Go Fast. He does such a great job of managing that ERS. And I can guarantee you he's going to be so ecstatic after this race if he can hold on to this win. 2.5 laps remaining. Go Fast hasn't done league races for about a year, so he took a little bit of time off, a little bit of a break. He's getting back into the fold. And if he can hold on and secure the victory, what an amazing job by him. But if by the same notion, if Cheesy can come back after a disqualification in qualifying, starting shotgun on the field and win this race, it would be incredible. Go Fast, that's the first bad exit I've seen out of him. And he had to use a little bit of ERS right on the exit. Cheesy might have a shot here. The gap is 3 car lengths, 2 car lengths, 3 car lengths into the braking zone. Cheesy takes a peek. Oh, he slightly. A little bit of lag. Cheesy going to drive around the high side. They're side by side. Go Fast not going to relinquish back quickly. He's got a yellow flag set to 2, I believe, for SF1 roads. But Go Fast not wanting to give up the top spot. And just like that, SingStar gained half a second just by these guys battling. If these guys keep it up, SingStar's going to be right there within DRS. Oh, a little bit of lag by Go Fast. Ooh. Be careful, boys. Just 2 laps to go. Look at that. SingStar's only 2.5 seconds back. If these guys continue fighting, SingStar might have DRS on the final lap. Because Go Fast, he's having to do so much now. He's having to go defensive now. Earlier he was just cruising, managing his DRS. Now he has to use it, and Cheesy is the one who is the beneficiary now. Because he can use up that ERS. He doesn't have to attack as much now because Go Fast is looking out of his rearview mirror. SingStar only 2 seconds behind him. We might have a 3-horseman fight for the win here as we close in about 1.25 laps to go. And SingStar is on mediums. These 2 drivers on hards. But SingStar on that pressure rubber in the medium. So it's going to be exciting as we close in here. Go Fast got a pretty good exit. Cheesy got an okay exit. Got this 3 car lengths. 2 car lengths. 1 car length into the penultimate corner. Go Fast defends. Cheesy tries to go around the high side. Go Fast blocks beautifully. Go Fast holds it for now. As I say, that SingStar is still coming. He's only 2 seconds behind the leaders. But we got white flag here for Villarreal round 3 for the split 2 race at China. These two absolutely giving their heart and soul into this, and 6 car waiting right in the wings. Anything happens, just note Capone, McFace's slingshot, all battling for P12. We'll go to that battle after this is over. Slingshot trying to get within about a second half. If Slingshot can close in within about a second and get DRS on that back straightaway, we're going to have a fight on our hands. There's only about a second and 3/4 back here. So if these two continue to fight, and look at them, they're so low on ERS compared to what they were earlier. They are not giving an inch. They are fighting their absolute hearts out. And Cheesy, he's going to fight so hard. Same starts within a second and a half here. Will we get within a second on Cheesy here? I don't think he will, but he might get slipstreamed. If Cheesy and Go Fast get together in the penultimate corner, we're going to have a 3-horseman fight. Go Fast gets a great exit. Cheesy going to have to use up all of his ERS, all of his DRS, and just get the most amazing slipstream he can. He messed up out of that final corner. Can he do anything in braking? No, he's going to brake super late. His last shot would be the penultimate corner, but unless Go Fast has penalties, he won't be able to do anything. Go Fast. Oh, Go Fast gets a penalty! Go Fast gets a penalty! Cheesy will win it! Cheesy will win it! Oh my gosh! Go Fast lost it on the final corner! Cheesy's done it! Cheesy has done it! He is your winner! He has won it! Oh my gosh! Go Fast! Oh my gosh! That is the most incredible ending to a race I've ever commentated. I'm getting emotional just by that finish. Go Fast! Go Fast! You had one job. You had the race ruined. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I am out of breath. Oh my gosh, I can't. I've got to get my breath together. I've done that whole stream without even taking a breath, without even taking a sip. Cheesy trade. Shotgun on the field to P1. Get in there, son. I tried. Oh my gosh. Driver of the day. Driver of the day. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, I'm out of breath. I can't believe he has done it. Wow, C-Scar P2, Go Fast. He is going to be having nightmares about that for the rest of the season. Oh my gosh. Whew. As we go through the final results here, I got to take pictures of it for the season. Rage gets a P4 in his final race for the split 2. Beef Baby, good recovery to P5, but could have had a shot at that win. Lightmere not P6, Whiffy winner P7, Mitch P8, Blue Fat P9, Atsia getting the final point. Whiffy, good job in his first race back since last season. And just outside the points, McFace Taste, who had to pit there and make it a 2-stop. He's going to P11, Henchman P12, Capone P13. Slingshot was right on the edge of scoring a point to win a P14. SF1 Roach had some trouble, P15. Near DMF finishers, Ring Race, Pogs, and Methods. Wow, I am out of breath. I am sweating head to toe just by how exciting that race was. Wow, if you thought that race was exciting, my oh my. Go and subscribe. Breakout Racing League. If you want to see more races like that the rest of the season, subscribe on Twitch to Breakout Racing League and subscribe on YouTube to catch more of this action. And once again, thank you so much to all of our affiliates at Gamer Grind Co. for the best coffee you ever drank in your life. Rogue Energy, the smooth, fresh, rewarding taste Rogue Energy for any gamer out there. Into the AM, bringing such cool designs to bring such incredible chair, whether it be in the office or whether it be for a gamer. Or that's Vertigear. Sorry, I'm so entertained after this race and out of breath that I'm trying to get on our affiliates out there into the AM with such amazing designs, and Vertigear with the comfy chairs as always. That is it for Barrel Split 2. That is the most exciting race I believe I have ever had the fortunate opportunity to cover. That's Barrel Split 2. If you want to see more of this action from the best North American hosted league in the world, tune this in Monday night, 7 Central, 8 Eastern, to catch more coverage. Until next time, I am your streamer and commentator, Deer Hunter. Wow, what a race. Be sure to tune in next week.